It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. This will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Seahawks and Eagles, you might remember, they met up in the wild card round a season ago. It's a night Philly fans could probably stand to forget. Carson Wentz exited early after just 4 passes thrown, and Josh McCown had 40. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Russell Wilson sacked. A loss of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 14.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And a loose football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Chris Carson, the ball carrier.
Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Darius Slay.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 yards.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
This will be fielded at the set. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Tackle made.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On 2nd down, it's Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. He's 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
There defensively.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 more yards there and another first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
We'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Quick throw out wide by Wentz. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
6.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Now that That was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Eagles 3, Seahawks nothing.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. It's a no-one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
First down.
On first down, Carson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, the big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really... Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
On the tackle.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll run the screen with Carson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Down up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good one.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
By the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Out to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it is up.
Kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Eagles 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now here's a throw that's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this is caught by Watkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wentz again. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
2nd and 2. Now Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Trey Flowers picks it. The 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he must be on the field at all times.
To 2nd and goal.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get nothing out of that one. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
Eagles 3.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there, able to get it done and get upfield.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Wentz's pass intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On second down now, it's Carson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st down, Seahawks.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
Down, Seattle.
This is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. And it's up. This is good, and it makes it a 16-10 game now.
16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
Throwing now is Wentz. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And this is why pass rush can't totally be measured in sacks, although let's face it, if you're a lineman, you want sacks because that helps you contract time. But in this case, the pressure did the job almost as effectively, forcing an incompletion.
He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Eagles. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16.
Eagles 17. Seahawks 16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. They'll run on first down. Carson, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Seahawk ball carrier.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 41, Wilson being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
This is taken at the 15. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
That's the end of the
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Eagles 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked on by Avonte Maddox. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
But I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Wentz. Flush to his right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. So that'll back them up 5. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
7 brings up 3rd and 8.
Key 26, key 26. Single.
Again, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Returnable for Lockett. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 22. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick-6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick-6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of
16 yards right off the bat with a first down. A throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Complete.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Gain of 25 yards. First down.
On first down, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's third.
And now offensively it's third and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And he is all the way up past the 25. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Miles Sanders, the ball.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. 90 is the mic.
And they will take a knee here. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were buoyed.